Hey, ARESxGOD here, and it's time again to talk about rezero. And wow, last week we had a very action heavy episode, which was probably one of the best episodes. And this week they decided to pull on those heartstrings a lot. The moment which a lot of people have been waiting for with Beatrice. I'm not crying, you're crying. rezero just showing again why is this series so good. It's becoming one of my favorite series, having action, feelings, character growth so much this season for everybody. And this episode just another very emotional episode, especially since episode 4 of season 2 was so close to home, hitting on a personal level, and this one being way up there. So let's get into it and talk about it. Now, like I said, after last week's episode full of action, which those fights were so good, we have an episode here focusing on the emotional side of the characters. Now, let's first talk about Emilia and Roswaal, and then we're gonna focus on the main show of this episode, which was Beatrice, but I'll get to that. Now, we finally have Emilia, seeing that it's snowing outside, same way as the last episode. We have the villagers coming out there. They had a shelter, and we found out later on that that shelter was made by Puck, still helping Emilia as much as he could, which I still think Puck might be Fortuna, but that's probably something way off into the future. We still don't have the full story. But we finally have confirmation with what happened with Roswaal and Ram. Now, Roswaal was holding Ram in his arms, and he was in a state of shock, honestly, and it got worse and worse. Even Puck kind of chastising him a bit, telling him, after she destroyed your book, you lost your temper. She won, even though she lost the fight, she won the war, so to say, achieving her goal, trying to save him without killing him. And you can see it pains him. He actually feels sad and remorse about what happened. But even though he kind of made that snow spell with a delay activation, so we have the rabbits coming into this episode before the fight. Puck wants to stop it. Now, I don't know if he's gonna be able to do anything about the snow. Hopefully, we have to see. Even telling him, you're very strong, probably one of the strongest humans, but you'll never be as that demon. I think he's referring to Hector. And if you kind of look at their appearances, I feel like Roswaal, after he got his ass handed to him, he was beaten so badly in that flashback episode, kind of start mimicking a lot of stuff after Hector, his appearance mainly. Kind of looks similar, especially with the makeup, the clothes, even his personality a bit. Now, I really wish we're gonna see the full flashback as to what happened after Echidna met face to face with Hector, and find out more about Hector, because he seems to be a very major player, so to say, or playing a major role into the entire story. Basically have zero information about him, just him being the demon of melancholy, and he has a history with Echidna. He kind of pushed the situation with Roswaal becoming so obsessed with the past, his love for Echidna, being stuck in the past, living there, doing anything and everything he can to bring her back, even using people as much as he did. But now he's completely lost with without the book, doesn't know what to do. But I like that he started healing Ram's horn. Are we gonna have Ram at full power now? Hopefully. I kind of want to see her at full power, but he's completely lost. We have Emilia. Before she reaches them, she actually goes into the crystal room with all of the Ryuzu clones there, and I was laughing so much when she walked in. She was like, wait, there's so many of you. So many sisters. It must have been rough for your mom. I like that's the first thing she thought about. She's so innocent and so pure. Of course, she doesn't know they are clones. Now, we have the clones kind of taking a final moment, most of them, especially the one that was leading the sanctuary and Shima over there, saying that the sanctuary has achieved its purpose, kind of shutting everything off, especially with the main body of the original Ryuzu kind of goes away. I don't know if we're ever gonna see anything more of the original Ryuzu. But while she... Was it just me? Did we hear Echidna's voice there? I don't know, asking, this is the first thing you think of when they're talking about shutting down everything about the sanctuary? I think we heard, did Echidna put herself in one of the clones now that the battery is down in her tombstone there? Is Emilia, my bad, Echidna coming back? I honestly don't know. I kind of want Echidna to come back. I have so many questions. She's an awesome awesome character. They also give Emilia Puck's crystal. She finally gets confirmation that Puck has been helping her and helping everybody as much as he could. And now the sanctuary has achieved its purpose. Finally coming to an end. I really wish, like I said, we could see the first end of the sanctuary 400 years ago, so to say, with Echidna and Hector face to face, but that's probably coming later on if we're ever gonna get a season 3, which I really wish we're gonna get a season 3. So we have Emilia reaching Roswell and she sees him completely shocked, trying to snap him out of it. Ram is confirmed to be alive, moving a bit and twitching, so to say. Emilia was so good in this moment, actually grabbing and trying to snap him out of that state, telling him, don't give up. You have people, I've been doing this so much. He has grown so much throughout season 2 especially. And especially towards these last few episodes, being able to pass the trials, overcoming her past, which Roswell didn't do. He wasn't able to overcome his past. He was still living in the past, being stuck there. Even though he might be more magical, physically stronger, so to say, than her, she did something he wasn't able to. But yeah, I'm glad Ram is alive, and now that Roswell kind of lost his will to live, doesn't have a purpose anymore, he's completely lost without the book, kind of in the same situation that Reiner in Attack on Titan kind of got a bit. I'm sorry about that, no Attack on Titan talk. But yeah, I'm surprised that at Roswell, finally life catching up to him, so to say, hitting him a big dose of reality, and Emilia being the one kind of trying to snap him out of it. I don't know if they're gonna be able to, because he's in a pretty bad shape. And things get worse because we have the rabbits now that the snow is here showing up. Emilia actually went against them, freezing some of them, trying to stop them, protect them, get the villagers in the graveyard, also get Ram and Roswell there. So she's been doing a lot of work and I'm very proud of her. She's come a long way from what she was in season 1, so to say. And Subaru also has come a very long way from back in season 1. But we finally have a bit of Beatrice time, and this was so good. The entire Beatrice side of the episode, which was most of it, still feeling depressed, having flashbacks of Echidna. We finally see the moment with Echidna leaving her behind to protect the library with all of her knowledge. But something still, we haven't, even here, they haven't shown Echidna's full face, which they did the same thing in the Sanctuary flashback episode. They didn't show the full face when Emilia got past the trials, stopped the barrier spell on her tombstone. So I'm still back in the same way I said last episode. Have we ever seen Echidna's actual face, or what is going on? Why they aren't showing her in any of the flashbacks now with her full face? Something to keep in mind. I'm very curious about this aspect of the episode. But even then, in the flashback with leaving batteries behind, telling her you're not gonna be strong against an enemy. I think she was talking about Hector, which again I have a lot of questions about Hector, giving her the book, the Tome of Wisdom, and telling her to wait there until somebody will come to inherit the knowledge, that person. And the way she kind of said it and moved her face, I feel like that person, that mythical person, just made up to keep her there, just seeing Beatrice as a tool only made to safeguard her knowledge. Nobody would have been that person, just something she made up to control her a bit. And we see some stuff of those 400 years, the flashback with Roswell even visiting the library looking for knowledge to bring a kidnap back, probably. Even descendants of Roswell and so on, but they all kind of looked so similar to the original Roswell. I think like there's something going on. We know that he's the main Roswell, that was the same one as 400 years ago, but even his descendants kind of had that same look. So did he possess his descendants? Did he influence them somehow? I know there's something there where don't have the full picture, because all of them are looking very similar to his look. Even her thinking about Subaru, how she met him, everything that happened, how they got here, how Roswell put Subaru on this path, sending him to the sanctuary, and slowly losing hope throughout time. Subaru was the one that kind of rekindled that hope for her, but he said no. That was the thing that kind of broke her even more, sending her over the edge almost, when he told her that he is not that person. But she didn't let him finish, and I said that in previous videos. That was the most important part. She was so lost, so depressed, feelings of abandonment, of always being lonely, not finding that person. Over time she kind of got grinded down. But this time, like I said, Subaru was awesome this episode, and I feel like it says a lot about the show, how much he has grown along with all of the characters. Because back in season 1, I feel like a lot of people kind of found him annoying, even dropping the series, especially when he was being an asshole with that night arc. But yeah, season 2, it is so much better for rezero and the characters. He's grown so much. Him now looking for a door to in the burning mansion to finally get back to Beatrice after he got thrown out. Rem and Petra and Otto make it out through that secret door in Roswell's office, but Beatrice throws him out again and again. He comes back again, and that entire duration, so to say, those scenes are so emotional. Honestly, I even cried. I got teared up a bit, especially towards the end. And the speech, the dialogue, the scenes, the atmosphere was so good. Him knowing that she's not serious, because Beatrice wanted to accept Subaru, but she wasn't letting herself accept him. She was still afraid, holding herself back, because she could have stopped him from coming in anytime throughout since they met each other, but he always could come in. Even now, even though she was throwing him out, he was still able to come in and kept trying, even telling him, I would have believed you if you lied to me, telling me you're that person. That's how much she wanted somebody to save her from the mansion, from all of the loneliness she has been put through. But she still wasn't letting herself feel that, and that's true for a lot of people. Even when you have something in your face that you want, fear is still holding you back, and this is one of the reasons why rezero is so good, especially on the emotional side. I feel like it's one of the more powerful series if you actually watch all of it and pay attention. And I liked Subaru. he was there at the perfect time. And being honest with her, not lying to her, not pretending to be that person, I feel it could have been much easier just lying to her, even her saying that she would have accepted that. But he was honest. I'm not whoever that person is. That person is probably not even real, and we know that Echidna made it up. But I want to stay with you, be with you. But before he could finish that, the library starts collapsing. He's thrown out in that void. That dimension was starting to close out, and the last farewell was so painful. You can see the pain on Beatrice's face. He starts going in again, even burning his hands throughout the mansion, burning entirely, just looking for a door, but no doors left except for one door, the final door, so to say, that secret door in Roswell's office. And I liked talking to her before he opened the door. If you're here, just please believe in me. Because if he opened that door, even if he didn't make it to Beatrice, he would have died from the backfire of air just coming in with everything just burning around them. Dude, this series is so good. Every time I think about this moment, and we have one episode left, which just makes me a lot more sad. But I was glad he made it inside, or Beatrice left him inside actually to come back. And the way he approached the situation was so good, telling her, please save me. Giving her another purpose in life, so to say. Saving each other in a way, because he also kind of went through a smaller scale of the similar stuff, especially in that episode 4. We got a lot of information about Subaru. I feel like that's probably the biggest character growth for him, episode 4, and I highly recommend you guys watch season 2 episode 4 and the video, of course, which you'll find it down in the channel. But yeah, telling her, you're very cute, you're very capable, you don't need me or that person or anybody to save you. Please help me, I can't live without you, I would die. And just Beatrice breaking down, crying, the walls around her heart just slowly starting to crumble, but she's still not willing to accept it, because she's an immortal, he's a human life is short. She wanted somebody to be there forever. She didn't wanted to get attached, especially after she lost Ryuzu. But Subaru slowly got to her, telling her, I'm gonna be there, choose me, the title of the episode. I'm Subaru, I'm gonna make sure you're not gonna forget me in my short human life. Engrave it in your souls, the moment we have spent together. I was just getting teared up. That entire scene was just so powerful, and Beatrice needed this, we needed this, Subaru also needed this. Everybody just waiting outside of the mansion for them to make it out. And you just see that ray of hope, the light, the beam just coming out of the mansion, and you know she made the choice, grabbing Subaru's hand. And I was so happy. Even the entire time they're flying, she was just like, Subaru. Finally using his name. Even now I'm getting a bit teared up. This series is so powerful for me, I don't know. Honestly, just an amazing episode, especially after the action-packed episode we had last week. This one just tugging on those heartstrings, especially with Subaru. And the last scene was also so good. We have Emilia protecting the villagers inside the graveyard from the rabbits, fighting with them. It's full of rabbits over there, and you just see, you know it, behind them, just the hero landing, so to say, Subaru and Beatrice. And you see them holding the hands and just holding tighter and tighter, and him having a plan, saying, just leave everything to me to deal with the rabbits. Now, I hope he's gonna be able to deal with the rabbits. because that death was the most gruesome death he ever had, being eaten alive by the rabbits, and it's now do or die. I really hope he's not gonna die, because we have one more episode if I'm not mistaken, and I still have no idea where his checkpoint is, because he's achieved so much throughout these last episodes. Would just suck, pain, everything if he died and he just got sent back after everything that happened, especially with how much Emilia has has grown, her getting past the trials, him getting close to all of the others, especially Garfield, defeating Roswell also in a way, Ram getting her wish. So much stuff has happened. His moment with the batteries this episode, the fights. I really hope they're gonna be able to deal with the rabbits, because I'm so scared about the checkpoint, honestly. And yeah, very, very powerful episode. I'm not crying, you're crying, we're all crying, honestly, let's be honest. I really hope we're gonna get a season 3, dude. Really, really, really need a season 3 for this series. Hopefully they're gonna have an announcement when it ends, or just down along the time, because we need it. Now, I leave off the questions to you guys. What do you feel about the episode? The beginning part also with Roswell just breaking down, and Beatrice and Subaru, the moment between them was so powerful. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought about the episode, and did you cry? Be honest, don't lie, just be honest. There's no shame in crying. I can't wait for next week, but also sad that it's coming to an end. Hopefully we get more. Now, as always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, it really helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So I'll see you on the next one. Keep enjoying ReZero. Bye bye.